Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We have 3 Sacajawea dollars here from the year 2009. 2 of them are the Satin Finish coins, which come in the uncirculated mint sets, and one of them is the proof set coin, or the San Francisco mint coin, and you can clearly tell the difference between the 3. And that proof set coin, well, if we tip it up, we can really get it to shine over here, can't we? And that's going to be the San Francisco mint coin. We don't know which coins these are just by looking at the front of them. What is on the front of them? Well, on the front of them is Sacajawea. This is Sacajawea with her child. It says Liberty at the top, in God we trust behind her. Her child, I think Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau. And then down here we have a G and a G. And let's magnify that up a little bit. And that's for Glenna Goodacre, who was the engraver of these coins. If we look at the back of the coins, we see that it is the famous Three Sisters reverse. And this one's got a die crack in it. Isn't that cool? So, and I actually hadn't noticed that because we just took these out of the packaging. So this one's got a die crack in it, so we'll save this one out. Very cool. Probably worth something more than the regular coin, just because the die cracks are reasonably hard to find in these, and they have some pretty good quality control. So let's keep that one out and keep that one around. So what is going on the back? Well, it says United States of America. Down here it says $1, and you can see it's a dollar sign and a 1. It doesn't say the word D-O-L-L-A-R on here. It is a Native American woman, and she's in the garden, and she's planting. Behind her we see that there is corn. On the ground down here we see that there is squash, and these are beans. The so-called Three Sisters, squash, beans, and corn, which kind of have a symbiotic relationship in a garden together, and are favorites for, of course, staples for our Native Americans, simply because they're all vegetables that are gourds and whatever that can keep. All right, so how do you tell what year it is? Well, that's the interesting thing, and let's move these 2 out of the way. If on these coins, there are 2 types. There is the type A, which if you tip it up on the front and tip it up, it reads correctly when you tip it. So let's see if this one reads correctly. This doesn't. So when Sacajawea is facing up, these words are facing down. See how it says unum? So you actually have to turn it upside down to read it right. E pluribus unum. So this is, and this is a 2009 P for Philadelphia. So if it is facing down like that, then we know that it is the type A, or position A, let's call it. And so this one's a position A. Sacajawea is facing up. The words and letters are facing down. This one here, and that was a P. Let's tip this one up. And this one up, we tip it up, and it's a type B. So the words are facing up, as is Sacajawea. If we turn it around to the side, we see this is a, let's see if we can get it, 2009 D. So that's a Denver mint. Now, is there any value to type A or type B? Well, the type B at the Philadelphia mint is the expensive one. It's sold for over $1,900 for an MS-68. The type B at the Denver mint's the least expensive one. But the type A at the Denver mint, so if it's facing upside down at the Denver mint, that's really what we're looking for. And the type B at the Denver mint, and let's actually pull that up for you, is has sold for like $2,000. So if you can get this one at the Denver mint, and it's an MS-69, it's sold for over $2,000. So those are our 2, and these coins both come in uncirculated mint sets. Now, the other coin that we have here is the San Francisco mint coin. And when we tip this one up, we see it still has the GG on there. We tip it up, and we see that this one is a E pluribus. So this is a type A. And let's go to the year and the mint mark on here. And you notice it's a little different. It just feels a little different, looks a little different color because it is a different coating on there. 2009, and we can see right there clearly, well, if we don't magnify it quite so much, the S right there. So this is a San Francisco Mint coin. Well, how many did they make? Well, when you break these coins down, you need to break down how many of the Satin Finish coins did they make, and how many of the regular mint coins did they make, and how many of the S Mint coins did they make. 2009 S, this one right here from San Francisco Mint's worth about $6 in this condition. They made 2.18 million. 2009 D, the Satin Finish, they made 784,000, so this one's worth about $4. 2009 D, without the Satin Finish, they made 34 million. It's worth about $2. 2009 P with the Satin Finish, 784,000, worth about $4. And 2009 P without the Satin Finish, they made 37 million. It's worth about $2. We talked about how Glenda Goodacre is the engraver on the front, and that's the Glenda Goodacre is right there. And then we should also talk about who the engraver on the back is. And on the back is the famous N-E-N, and that's for Norman E. Nemeth, who's an engraver for the US Mint and has done some great coins. So he's the engraver of the back, Glenda Goodacre's the engraver of the front, and these coins are valuable and they're beautiful, but the Satin Finish ones are a lot more valuable, and the ones that are the type A is the most valuable for the Philadelphia Mint, and the type B is the most valuable for the Denver Mint. All right, that's all we have today from DC Cornwall International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.